Hey, what's up, y'all? I just want to tell y'all about this dream I had last night. In the dream, I was in this house, and I was like I was hanging out with Kris Humphries, and I was the one that played for the New Jersey Nets, the one that just married Kim Kardashian, and I was and also in this dream, what I'm saying, it was Kourtney, Kourtney Kardashian. And but it seemed like it was Kourtney Kardashian who was talking to Kris Humphries, but they were getting into it. What I'm saying, they weren't getting along at all, and they weren't getting along at all, and so I was in this room. I was in this room with Kourtney Kardashian, and it was like she was flirting with me and stuff like that. Hold on. Yeah, but Kourtney Kardashian, she was what I'm saying, she was kind of flirting with me and stuff, even though, her and Kris Humphries were talking, but I what I'm saying, I think this was like, what I'm saying, I don't know, my dreams be all backwards or symbolic at things. I think that this probably saying, because I've had dreams with Kim Kardashian already, but it said that I would be in the dream, the previous dream, it said that I would be, meeting the whole family, what I'm saying, like it was some misspelled names and stuff on the list in my next class, and it was Kardashian names, and, I had to come and, teach them and do what I need to do, minister to them, and do what I need to do for Jesus, for them, for their family. So I think this is just a symbolic, representation of really Kim, what I'm saying. It's really Kim that's Kourtney, what I'm saying, but also showing that I have to minister to Kourtney, what I'm saying, to save Kourtney Kardashian also through Jesus, in Jesus' name. Yeah, so I'm, what I'm saying, so I'm in the room and I'm talking to Kourtney, what I'm saying, Kourtney Kardashian, and we, what I'm saying, like it's this entertainment center and stuff, and we just in there chilling, talking, like I say, she flirting with me and stuff, and then she turned, and I'm like, damn, why is she flirting with me, what I'm saying, and she, talking to old boy, what I'm saying, and so she playing with this radio, and it's like a brand new radio, nice radio, real nice, little big black radio, and stereo, and so I'm telling her, it's like, yeah, and then, I was like, yeah, and I start telling her about my dreams, these prophetic dreams that I give y'all and stuff, and I was just telling her, yeah, I be having all these dreams, what I'm saying, I even be having these dreams with Jay-Z and Beyonce, what I'm saying, and sometimes, sometimes in the dreams, I'm telling her about the dreams that I be having with Beyonce and Jay-Z, what I'm saying, and she like, I was told that, sometimes Jay-Z my friend, sometimes we're doing business, together. Sometimes he hates me, what I'm saying, or, want to come against me, what I'm saying. And sometimes we good friends, learning the Bible and different stuff like that. And while I'm telling Kourtney that, she's like, Kourtney Kardashian, she was like, hey, she's like, man, she's like, your dreams come, they're so detailed, they're so distinct, what I'm saying. I believe you, what I'm saying, what you're saying. I believe that that they're real, what I'm saying. She was like, yeah, because that's pretty amazing. Nobody has dreams like that, that detailed and, stuff like that. And so she was like, yeah, I believe you, and so then while I'm talking to her, outside I see Kris Humphries, and he like in my neighborhood, and I see him outside with this dude, what I'm saying, and this one black guy. And they're arguing, what I'm saying, they're arguing or whatever. And I look out the window, out the blinds just to see what's going on. And he's out there arguing with him, what I'm saying. And I kind of live in rough neighborhoods, what I'm saying. So, if you, argue with the wrong people, some you might get hurt or something if you don't know what's going on or how to, show the proper respect. So I went outside, and I was like, hey, what's going on, because I seen him, it was the fact was that this older black guy, from my neighborhood, this older black guy, he was asking Kris Humphries just for a tool out of my car, out of my mom's car, and he wanted a tool, you know what I'm saying? And Kris Humphries, it wasn't the dude. He wasn't begging him. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? My neighbor, you know, he wasn't doing nothing wrong when he was asking Kris Humphries, you know, for this like a monkey wrench or something, silver, you know, monkey wrench, so he could, you know, I guess fix on the car or something or whatever. However, and Kris Humphries was taking it the wrong way, like he was like, you know, offended, or he thought that the guy was like, you know, a poor bum or something, just trying to mess with him or, you know, bother him, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, I guess he was like, you know, you leave with you know, he cussing and stuff. He was out of here, you know what I'm saying? And they just cussing, going back and forth at each other. And so I come out there, you know, and I'm like, hey, you know, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? And then Kris Humphries, he talking to the old black dude. He like, you know, this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He, you know, fucking doing this and that, talking, you know, and trying to come up on me. I was like, nah. I was like, you know, it's like, nah, hey, calm down. Nah. I was like, nah, that's not how you talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, how may I help you, sir? You know, I was like, how may I help you? You know, because he was being too hostile and Kris Humphries was being hostile with the guy, you know what I'm saying, when it didn't have to be. He just didn't know how to handle himself in order to just be calm and, you know, cool and just talk to the man with respect, you know what I'm saying, and Kris Humphries would get the same respect back. He didn't know how to do that. So, you know, he was causing a confrontation or stirring up anger towards this person or with this person. And so I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, hey. It's like, nah, you ain't gotta do that. Then I showed him, you know what I'm saying? I showed Kris Humphries how to talk to him. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, you know, what's going on? What do you need? What's going on? What exactly do you need? And the guy was like, you know, I need this tool out of here, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause Kris Humphries had just went in there and got it. You know, it was my mom's Jeep. He went in there and got it when, you know, I was supposed to be the one to really do it, you know what I'm saying? But he went on and did it so the guy could go ahead and leave because Kris Humphries didn't feel comfortable around the guy because I guess he wasn't used to being around hood people or, you know, or something like that. So I say, oh, what you need? So, you know, he was like, yeah, I need this monkey wrench or whatever, you know. So I was like, okay, well, hey, here you go, you know. I was like, here you go, you can have this, you know. And the man was like, yeah, all right, cool, you know, well, what I'm gonna say. And then the guy that, you know, when I'm talking to this guy like that from my neighborhood, when I'm talking to him, you know, being kind to him, he starts being kind back to me just because he knows that I'm just trying to show Kris Humphries how to be nice, you know, how to be kind and speak kind words to people in order to, you know, not for them not to be hostile back to you, you know. So I'm speaking. I'm like, yeah. So he like, yeah, you know. And and he's showing that he has manners, and you know, just as much. The guy can be just as nice. You know what I'm saying? Just as nice as I'm being back to him, he can be that nice back to me. And so, you know, so I'm just telling him that, you know, and he's like, yeah, and I'm going to tell you. So I gave it to him. He's like, okay. He said, thank you. And I said, you know, you're welcome. And he's like, and yeah, and now I'm going to say thank you and you're welcome. I appreciate it, you know. You know, he was just showing Kris Humphries. We both were showing Kris Humphries how to be, you know, kind and speak kind words and, you know, get out of a hard situation, you know, or argumentative situation by just being kind and, you know, just like, you know, being a little bit more gentle and talking to people, you know, and when you're talking to people. So Kris Humphries, you know, said he was being cool, you know what I'm saying? So then the guy walked off, you know, after I gave it to him, and then I went over. I was playing, like, shooting on. It was a basketball goal out there, so I went and I was shooting and practicing and stuff. And then I went across the street, you know, and I guess the neighbors, you know, they had this book, you know, like he worked for a car company. He worked for a place that fixes vehicles, you know, a car shop. That's what my neighbor, that one that came and borrowed the monkey wrench or whatever. He worked for a car repair shop. And so I went across the street, and his manager or his boss was there, you know, and he just wanted to show me that the guy wasn't trying to jip me or anything like that, or he wasn't trying to cheat us out of any money or get anything free, you know what I'm saying? He was like showing where in his record books and his you know, his money file or whatever, the boss, not Kris Humphries, my neighbor had put in there, you know, he had borrowed like $20 to go get this, you know what I'm saying? So to go get this monkey wrench, and you know, and he was gonna pay that back or however it went, but whatever he was saying, it was showing that he did it honestly, and he wasn't trying to cheat us out of anything, you know. So, you know, Kris Humphries just was overreacting just because he didn't know the guy, and he didn't really feel comfortable in the situation talking to this stranger, you know, because he didn't know him and he didn't trust him, you know. So he was being harsh with him instead of, you know, just because I don't really think I knew the guy too much, you know, but I just was like, hey, you don't have to talk to the man like that. And let me see, I think that was you know, so yeah, that was pretty much it. He just showed me the book, showed me the finances book, and showed me he wasn't cheating me. And I think that was all a dream, you know. That's all a dream. But I know I want to pray for Kris Humphries. I want to pray for, you know, Kim Kardashian. I want to pray for the Kardashian family, Kourtney. You know what I'm saying? I just seen her. I just want to, in the dream. So I just want to pray for them, you know, in Jesus' name, and pray for spiritual blessings for all of them, you know, and that God teaches them the lessons that He wants them taught, and, you know, that we all go to heaven, and forgive all people for all the sins they, you know, committed against us, you know. And, you know, that's for all of us, you know. We all have to be strong in that way, you know, because somebody going to do everybody wrong. And when at some certain time, you know, we all gotta ask for forgiveness and forgive others, you know, for the things they do wrong to us, so we can be forgiven. That's how we get forgiven. You know, we can't have resentment and stuff on our heart, because then, you know, God won't forgive us. You know, that's part of the condition, is you must forgive others. You know, forgive us forgive us, Lord, as we forgive those who trespass against us. You know, we trespass against you, you know, God, we trespass against God, you know, we all do at some point in time. We all mess up or sin, you know, and, you know, He forgives us when we ask for and confess our sin towards Him. If He forgives us, and so, you know, we have to forgive others, you know, in order to be forgiven. And, you know, so I'm just praying for all of them, you know, all of them, you know, and in Jesus' name, and they will be saved, you know, in Jesus' name. So love you all, and thanks for listening to the dream. What?
What's up, people? Wait.
Man, you spilling it all on the floor.